Wine's cool. Hello, thank you for tuning in to Wine School 420. Hi, thanks for tuning in to Wine School 420. All right, Gewürztraminer. Gewürztraminer. Does this mean anything to you? It means a lot to me. Very sort of legendary grape from Alsace. It's that border region between France and Germany. It's known for being like a cool climate region that makes very expressive wines. Mostly white, some red. This is perhaps an oversimplification. It is cool at night, but during the day it can get quite warm, and it's a dry climate, which kind of makes it a unique zone even for France or Germany. It's protected by those mountains, the Vosges Mountains, from the continental climate coming in from the west. And for Germany, it's quite a warm region, so it's a unique zone. Now, this is not from France or Germany. This is from California. This is Gewürztraminer grown in the Central Valley, basically, like over the mountain crest from Big Sur. It's technically in the Monterey region, but that's a large region. This is really just a big Central Valley between two mountain ranges. Huge planting of land. I don't know anybody else making Gewürztraminer from this. This is Union Sacré is the producer. Union Sacré. Now, I'm pretty sure I got this at Whole Foods for something like $15 or $20. And it's listed on their website for $28. Pretty sure it's the same thing. 2019. It's kind of pink color. From what I understand, they do like just less than a day of skin maceration when they're making this wine. So it's white wine made on the skins, which makes it a little closer to a red wine, so we call it like an orangish skin contact wine. I really want to like this because A, it's affordable. B, while I don't know if we can go all the way and call this a natural wine, I think they're relatively minimal intervention. I could talk about that more later, but so many times if you get a classical Gewürztraminer from Alsace, if you're just like, throwing darts at a case of 12 different Gewürztraminers, you're likely to maybe get a very fruity or sweet or kind of overwhelmingly powerful wine that's only good if you're eating fucking stacks of sausages and French fries, and it's hard for our American palate to really get into. There are some great dry or close to dry Gewürztraminers made in that part of the world too. Pretty sure this is the dry style made here in California. It just has all the elements to be a wine that I could love, especially at the price point and being widely available, like at Whole Foods. I've seen it at more than one, like, not specialty wine shop. So, cool color. I mean, anybody that didn't know would call this rosé, I think. But rosé would be... It would imply that it was made from red grapes, and this is just not. I mean, it's just like, it's very mineralistic, but also kind of floral. It's obviously still very fresh. I mean, I probably had it in the fridge for a few months, but it was made in 2019. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's really quite alive though, because it's giving a little of that like alcohol tinny kind of thing. I wonder if this is like the screw caps messing with my smell receptors, because sometimes when I get a light wine done with these screw caps, I feel like all I'm smelling is metal. But there is kind of like a honey, pretty floral aspect to it. Maybe like a green plum. If you ever had a not bitter but like sweet green plum. There is some fruit weight which I think is totally allowed in this case, because what's the point of making a Gewürztraminer if there's no like sexiness to it? It is dry. I'm trying to think if this is like a summertime, if I'm like sitting outside in non-COVID times with a group of people and we're, you know, brunching and eating scones and fucking fried eggs, and we asked for a bottle of something fun, would I be stoked on this? Absolutely. This drink's in many ways more like a rosé than an orange wine. Like, I don't really notice the skin contact. It gives color. I'm sure it's giving some structure, but I would want a little bit more of like a mature, earthy structure from the skins, and a little more tannin. That's what I was hoping for. This is erring on the side of like fleshy and pretty, rather than on the side of like dry and sort of like serious. But I think they're honoring the grape in a respectful way, and that's cool. It's maybe not like the wine for me exactly, but they did a pretty good job. Yeah, it's starting to calm down aromatically. I'm getting something really... Yeah. I keep on thinking like honey and beeswax and like wet river rocks. Maybe like honeydew melon. Something that's sweet but has no... it's kind of ethereally sweet. It's probably missing a little bit of acid. So missing a bit of structure. I'm going to give this wine a meh, because although I like the elements that are here, I think it could be done with a little bit more precision and a little bit more like character. But this is cool. I'm glad this is available at Whole Foods. Yeah, this would be good as like a bubbly. If they like let this go a little bit longer and like get all the way dry. It's 12.8% alcohol. You know, so if they had let it, kept fermenting and kept drying out, the alcohol would have gone up. And it may have gone out of balance at that point. Maybe too hot, as we say. Just a little word on the idea of like the minimal intervention. I mean, this is getting into philosophy, because I asked a wine distributor the other day, you know, there's the idea of 0-0, zero manipulation, zero additives, zero sulfur. Anyway, I asked a wine distributor the other day, hey, do you get people who are like completely purist, that if it's not proven to be completely without sulfur, for example, if they love it, would they not buy it if they know that there was some sulfur added, or that there was some new oak used, or if they pumped over or did mechanical means? And she said basically, like, yes, it exists, but not really. And even the people that used to be 0-0, that were purists, those winemakers are now even still admitting that, like, hey, if you're shipping something overseas, like, you can add a little bit of sulfur, like when you're packaging it up, you know, to ensure that the stability of your fucking life's work as it's traveling over the ocean. So the bigger you go, the bigger scale you go, the harder it is to keep to those philosophies, and less of an individualized product you get. And this goes across disciplines, across, you know, even like, you know, let's not go there. But all I'm saying is bigger is not better. Union Sacré, I would love to see like take this plot of Gewürztraminer and make like 3 different wines out of it. Like get weirder is what I'm asking you to do. Get weirder. This is delicious, pretty good. Let's keep going. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. Okay, bye.